What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I'm the Viking, of course, and today I've got some DC TV news for you today. Now, I don't know if you watched the TV show Stargirl, which is a DC superhero show where basically it's the Justice Society of America, but the next generation of them. It follows teenagers in these roles. Now, in Season 1, Episode 1 for Stargirl, we got to see the original Justice Society of America. But in that opening sequence, they were all killed off by their villainous foes, the Injustice Society. Yeah, I know, pretty original name. But they were all killed off, which led then to the start of Stargirl, where we see Stargirl being presented as the new leader for the Justice Society of America, and the surrounding team was chosen as well. And they're all teenagers. And look, the show is an easy watch. Look, it's not anything amazing. I just popped it up one day. I started watching it. I finished in a day or two. All 12 episodes, 13 episodes were there. And I thought, that was a pretty good watch. You know, it was enjoyable. To be honest, I only really checked it out because of Luke Wilson. I'm a big Wilson fan, you know, of the Owen Wilson, of Luke Wilson. So that's the only reason I checked it out. And I thought it was a good watch. You know, Season 1 was pretty good. Some of the visual effects, the fight sequences. Look, for someone who's not a big comic book reader, it's cool to watch these shows because they incorporate characters I never knew existed. And it's kind of like me going to comic book school or comic book character school where I get to learn about these characters. So, you know, shows like this, Jessica Jones, Luke Cage, Legion, I get to learn about characters I never knew existed. So I think that's pretty cool. So, Season 2 has started of Stargirl. And at the end of actually Season 1, it was revealed that Joel McHale's character didn't die in Season 1, Episode 1. He's actually alive, and he's on his way to find Pat Dugan, played by Luke Wilson, because those two were part of the original Justice Society of America. Pat Dugan was kind of Starman's psychic. You know, he was his, I think his Stripes or Stripey was his name. He was just basically a psychic. He was his Robin. So this season, we've seen Joel McHale pop up in what, 2 episodes for only brief seconds where he's looking for someone. He's like, is Pat Dugan here? Or he's having a coffee. And look, for me, I love Joel McHale. He is the man from Community, one of the best comedic TV shows of all time. Love it so much. It's 6 seasons. Go check it out if you haven't. So as I said, Joel McHale for me when he shows up is the most interesting parts of those episodes because he has such a good screen presence. He has such a good look about him. And look, after watching some of the movies he's been in or watching Community, he's just so likable to watch on screen. So for me, it's wasted potential. It's wasted opportunity not to have this man as a season regular. And it looks like now he will be a Season 3 regular. Season 2 of Stargirl hasn't been as good as Season 1. It's been more of a slow burn. And I think that's because they moved to CW, so the budget has decreased. Season 1 had loads of action, loads of visual effects. This season has decreased big time. Now, I do like some aspects of the slow storyline, building up the villain Eclipso. And I think, honestly, the debut of Eclipso is one of the best introductions for a villain in any comic book, movie, or TV show of all time. It was terrifying and it was just really, really well done. But the most interesting parts of the Stargirl universe for me is the original Justice Society of America. John Wesley Shipp, who has played the Flash since 1990, is coming back as Jay Garrick in Season 2, Episode 9, the next episode of Stargirl. I don't know if it's flashbacks or exactly what is it, but we will see the Justice Society, the original Justice Society, the original JSA back together again. I think Joe McHale's Starman will be in it, and John Wesley Shipp's Jay Garrick, the Flash, will be in it as well. So that's pretty cool. And I would love to see a show dedicated just to these guys because I like the look of them. I like how they're presented in this show, but we don't get to see enough of them. And no offense to the teenagers that play the next JSA, they just don't have that screen presence to keep me engaged. And I think Luke Wilson does an amazing job as Pat Dugan, as kind of the anchor for this team, the Alfred, to really guide them in the right direction. But even his acting, even his presence isn't strong enough to carry this entire show. And I think if you add Joe McHale into this, he's the right person who can really lead this show going forward. And I think it would even increase the engagement with this show, because right now I like season 2. It's not as good as season 1. And I think if you bring him in as a season regular, he can carry the show, he can lead this show, he can bring an extra bit of energy to this show that it needs right now. Because if the budget is going to be as low as it is this season compared to season 1, then I think you need that extra something. And that extra something could be Joel McHale as Starman. Now this comes from Stargirl.tv. It's been a slow play since the end of season 1 of Stargirl. Sylvester Pemberton seems to be alive. He's on the hunt for his old sidekick, Pat Dugan. We saw Sylvester again in the season 2 opener, where he tracked down Mike's mother, who was a waitress and seems to have abandoned her son to Pat's sole custody. Jeff Johns has said on several occasions that he loves the slow play in storylines, giving audiences a bit of the puzzle a piece at a time and allowing them to build up to the payoff. Well, on the Ellen show of all places, Joel McHale was a guest and he announced that he's been upgraded to season regular for season 3. So it would seem that Starman, or whatever version of him that is seeking out Pat, is very alive and will be hanging out in Blue Valley. So it raises a lot of questions. Will Sylvester want his staff back? Because when he died, the staff chooses the next Starman or Stargirl, and the staff chose Courtney. So will the staff now stay with Courtney or go back to Starman? And will Sylvester want to be Starman once again? Or will he act as a mentor, very much like Pat Dugan is acting right now? Could Pat Dugan be killed off and Joel McHale fills that void for Luke Wilson? I hope not, but that's a possibility as well. So I'm very excited for season 3 of Stargirl, because Joel McHale will be a season regular. He will be in every episode. And this season he's only popped up here and there, drinking coffee, meeting somebody, looking for Pat Dugan. But he needs more screen time for me. He really, really does. I think he elevates the show. He brings an extra bit of energy. And I think the show needs this if the budget is going to be lower. But guys, what's your thoughts on Stargirl as a series? Are you watching it? Are you a comic book reader? Did you like Starman more than Stargirl? What would you do to kind of improve this season? Is it a budget reason? I do like Eclipso. I do like the build up of that villain, but I just think the show needs that extra bit of energy going forward. Let me know below. I'm very interested to hear your thoughts. As always, guys, thanks very much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for all the latest movie and TV news and reviews. Come follow me on all my social media accounts on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. Movies That Matter. Really appreciate it, guys. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video, and enjoy the rest of Stargirl Season 2 if you can. But I will definitely be counting down the days to Season 3, because I love myself some Joel McHale. Thanks for watching, guys. See you then.